Hello everyone, welcome back to the Malbeefance channel. This is turn 38 for our series replay of Strategic Command World War One. Once again, if you've been following along, then you pretty much know the situation in the game. And for those of you that are new to the channel, I'm sure you'll pick it up real quick. It's just World War One all over again. Alright, so let's just go ahead and advance the turn. We're moving into winter, and we'll see if that affects operations. The computer, which is controlling the Entente, which is controlling the Entente forces, they normally throw some pretty heavy offensive during winter. So we'll see what happens there. Austrian scientists report ground attack weapons up to 92%. So we should see a breakthrough there next turn. Austria develops command and control level 2. Ottoman scientists get infantry weapons level 2. Alright, so all the Central Powers forces have level 2 weapons. Here's our ledger for next turn. And the computer is calculating supply for the upcoming turn. Alright, so to start on the Serbian front, we got a couple of units that are digging in. French cruiser doing shore bombardment down there in the Gulf of Suez. And that British air unit moved out of Patras because it was exposed to that cavalry unit. So we got snowing in the Balkans. Down into Asia Minor. And now the air war over the Western Front starts. So UK Zeppelins drawing out my interceptors. Now Italian Zeppelins doing the same thing in the Alps. And now the artillery fire. Now the Entente was not able to take any hexes along the Western Front last turn. Let's hope we're able to keep that going, as that'll give me an opportunity to maneuver on Verdun. Oh, big push here in the Alps. Can we hold on? Nope. So we lose Liege again. And the Entente doesn't look like they're going to hold it long. So anything else? All right, some movement down in the down in Greece. Anything else? No. Yeah, so the computer just did some reinforcing there on the Western Front. And moving into the next turn, the accession of Kaiser Karl increases nationalist aspirations in Austria-Hungary. Basically, that means the national morale went up. Belgium surrenders again because they lost Liege. They lost the last alternate capital. We're disrupting Allied or Entente convoys. And that's the alert about the North Sea blockade. German commerce raider attacks trade from the British Empire. William Buffalo Bill Cody dies at age 70. Huge showman. So now we're calculating supplies for the upcoming Central Powers turn. Lost 23rd Reserve Corps. That was the one wiped out at Liege. There's our activity summary. And intelligence spots a Greek destroyer. Detachment in Verona. Rhodes. There's a British armored cruiser in Tripoli. Alright. The 14th Reserve Corps comes back onto the board. They've got to get upgraded, so I'm not going to put them too close to the front. Austria gets a submarine. And the Ottomans get a submarine. Alright. Okay, so we'll go ahead and we'll start down here in Africa and the Mediterranean. Alright, so before we land on Crete, let's do another recon. The infantry suffers casualties on landing. The Marines do not, but they do suffer casualties in that attack. Alright. So we safely landed the troops on Crete. Hopefully they'll be able to take the city next turn. Depends on how well that unit is able to get reinforced. In the meantime, I'll get these units back to port so that they can reinforce and upgrade. Alright, so he's got a supply of 9. So we'll keep him out here a little bit longer. Alright, he's at 7, so he can stay out a little bit. Same thing with this destroyer. And the light cruiser. Alright, so over here at the Suez, move up the artillery. And so now hopefully next turn we'll be able to go ahead and attack. I prefer to attack this hex here, the northern one of the canal, and get more firepower onto that hex. Alright, so meanwhile, down here in Greece, go ahead and try and move some more firepower up. Cut off any relief trying to get to Salonika. Alright, so these two units, these two Greek units down here on the peninsula here, they're going to be running out of supply soon. So we'll be able to pick them up pretty easy. Oh good, he's done upgrading, so Let's go ahead and get him back out. See if he can draw some attention. I still do not have any upgrades for the Austrian recon bombers. With the weather as bad as it is, taking the Scoob is not going to be easy. So let's go ahead, finish that encirclement. Get the artillery into place. And let's see if we can get Nish this turn. This might not be a wise idea to do this in this weather, but I'm impatient. I've been going real slow on the Serbian front this entire game because everything was focused on defeating Russia first. And so now we've been so far behind on getting things done here on the Serbian front. I'm not going to be able to move him up into that hex. Alright, so that did not work out. Alright, so yeah, I kind of figured that the weather was going to make that attack a lot more difficult, and it did. So there was nothing, I was not able to take Nish, but there's always next turn. Alright, so nothing more to do down here in the Balkans. So let's go ahead and move over to the Alps, where I don't think things are going to be any better, because the weather certainly isn't any better. But we'll have a look, see if there's anything we can do. Alright, so the artillery's been moved up. So we're set for next turn. We can go after either one of these hexes. Let's get him out of there and get an upgraded unit in there. Move up these German units. Whoops. I did not mean to do that. I don't know why I thought that was an Austrian unit. I was clicking on him to see what his attack odds were, and it wound up causing this unit here to attack. Luckily, they didn't take any casualties. So get the other German, that other German recon bomber up there. So I'll be able to use them on this part of the front next turn. And since the weather is so bad, I'll take the opportunity to go ahead and upgrade the other recon bomber. Alright, so even though he's taken some damage to his morale and readiness, I'm going to keep him there and upgrade, or excuse me, but turn around the trenches. Upgrade a few more units. Swap them out that way so I can get him his elite reinforcements. Okay, the two northern artillery pieces, they're maxed out at 8 rounds apiece. But I need 11 shots to be able to defeat the entrenchments at Verdun. So let's go ahead and make some space. Apparently that wasn't enough space. There we go. That's one. Finish swapping these guys out. Use the blimp to find out what's behind Liege. Oh, 0 to 1. Awesome. Alright, so we take Liege back again. See if there's anybody else I can upgrade. I think that's going to about do it for the Western Front. The weather is just too bad. And me without mobility, and now that I'm mentioning that, let me do this before I run Germany out of points again. So that gets mobility started for them. Alright, finish upgrading the High Seas Fleet. Zoom the map out a little bit, make this easier. Alright, that takes care of the surface fleet. Now, my submarines. So where do we want to start? Okay, the guys that are on their way out. So I'll go ahead and I'll group up the outgoing submarines. So it's only the three of them, it seems like. And everybody else, yeah, they're low on supplies, so. I mean, 6 isn't exactly low on supplies, but considering how far they've got to go in order to get home, and that they might run into ASW assets, it's best to go ahead and start heading them in that direction. Alright, that's going to take care of the U-boats. And I do believe, other than moving him, you know what, we got enough. So now with him, with this unit here, I can get the Marines out. Alright, I think that's going to about do it for movement. Just zoom the map out here real quick to double check. Yeah, because I'm not doing anything yet with the Ottoman units along the Levant. Not until we've taken Crete. And again, because of the weather, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to do much else anywhere else. So, Germany's diplomacy. I got 2 points left. What do I want to do with it? Let's go ahead and add it to Switzerland. So now between Germany and the Ottomans, and then there's one Austrian chit in there. So that gives us a 30% chance to get a success with Switzerland. Alright, I'll use what Germany has left to go ahead and get one of their corps back. Can I get a second one? Nope. Because they got 2 more units I got to reconstitute. Alright, so let's look at research for Austria. Gas and shell production. Working on mobility. Long-range aircraft, definitely need that. Get that started. Weaponry, naval weaponry, and... oh, aerial warfare. I can't believe I forgot all about that. And since I only got 40 points left, now can I get artillery weapons for the Ottomans? Yes, I can. Okay, so there's their second level artillery weapons coming up. Still have 257. Can I get that headquarters unit? Nope. No, I'm way shy on that. All right. Well, the headquarters unit, I need that more than I need anything else for the Ottomans. So even though they've got that 257 left, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bank that. So next turn, the Ottomans will definitely have enough to be able to go ahead and purchase a new headquarters unit. Okay, that is going to do it for this turn. Thank you all again for tuning in. If you've made it this far in the video, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe, help grow the channel if you haven't done so already. And I will see you on the next one.